So I wanted to speak on some things that I had pulled up on Queen Art from the past. This video was done on her channel about 3 years ago, roughly, with Michelle. You can definitely see on Michelle's body language that she's just going along with the program. And every time Queen Op is a victim of something, Michelle has to be a victim of the same horrible circumstances, but she's the person who gets the run of it, because she'll tell in this story of they both got violated, and the guy basically pistol whipped Shell, and all this other stuff, and he didn't do anything to Queen Up but just violate her. So we're gonna listen to the manipulation game that Queen Op has been playing for quite some time, and it dates back pretty much to about 15 years. So you can only imagine. I don't think it was really like probably physical quite yet, but I'm quite sure she may have been popping her around. But it got to the point where Michelle allowed it for so long that it got out of hand. And this is where we're at with it now. And also, before I forget, Queen Op is back on the scene. She had the baby. There's photos of her in the bathroom of a hospital, just showing her stitches, and also on Twitter. So she definitely, it is confirmed, did have the baby, and she's allegedly begging now for $5 for this new private IG page, where she's gonna allegedly go live today on Friday, September 15th. So we'll see how this plays out tonight. If she does go live, I'll try, if I don't go to sleep, to put something up and finish off the rest tomorrow.
You guys, the most traumatic one. Okay, so should I tell you something?
You can tell them.
So pretty much, I was at a customer's house, and Michelle usually goes with me. But she usually waits either in the bathroom or in the hotel room next door, or sometimes even in.
Now we know that Queen Ob doesn't even talk like this. That's how you know she probably suffers from multiple personality disorder, because beside being a narcissist, because like you don't even sound like that. You sound like a airhead. But if you listen to it in 2023, you're like, Ratchet is all next door. So I don't get where this voice is coming in. Maybe this is one of her personalities, but it's really sad.
The same room. Well, not the same room, but outside the room.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this time I didn't tell this particular guy that I had somebody with me, and he went out there and put a. I don't even know if we can say it on here. He put Michelle's head and forced her to have sex with him. I'm crying, I'm screaming, this and the third. So he pulls the gun on me and say, I'm going to have sex with both of y'all at the same time. This was one of the most.
And Michelle's not a good actor. I know she's probably like, why am I in this situation? Why does she do this? I don't think even back then Michelle was getting it quite yet about this social media mess, these skits, storylines, or whatever you want to call it. And you could just see it was written all over Michelle's face that it probably didn't even happen, but she's just going with the flow.
Hardest, traumatic things that we ever had to go through. I had to sit there and watch Michelle. I had to sit there and watch my best friend get in more than one position. She had to watch me get in more than one position.
Some people are just sick.
He hit Michelle in the
You notice how it's always Michelle. She's always the one that's getting the bad hit. Even with the 15-year relationship with Queen Opp, she's the one that always gets the bad hit. Queen's the pretty girl. Michelle's the ugly girl. She's the one that always got to get the bad hit. The whole story is what the man did to Michelle, like his father's with the pum pum. But I guess he spared her, Queen Opp, because she's Queen Opp.
he hit Michelle in the head with, and Michelle was passed out. Michelle was unconscious for what? At least a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Michelle was unconscious for at least a good.
How would Michelle know how unconscious she was? How would she know how long she was out cold if somebody knocked her out? And why are you playing with that weave? Like, really? You're not even making it a believable story. If you went to a police station and you were your body language was like that, they would think that you were coming in there with a storyline. They probably would lock you up, both of you.
20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes.
Then Michelle ended up being pregnant from this customer of mine. Michelle ended up being pregnant. He threatened to take both of us out if we ever
Expose Michelle. Now the guy that violated both of you, Michelle ends up pregnant, not you both, just Michelle.
said anything about this to anybody.
We were scared for our lives.
We were scared for our lives, so we did everything he told us to do. We did everything.
He knew where we lived, he knew where we worked, he knew
Everything.
all of our information. So, of course, we were scared.
And I was bleeding, Michelle was bleeding. It just was a mess. And I didn't end up being pregnant from that situation, but Michelle did. And, you know, that was her first time.
Queen was really lucky. She's always lucky. She just didn't get lucky this time around when they came in for a wellness check the second time, kicked her door down, and put her and her gummy girlfriend in jail for putting hands on Michelle. So this time Michelle got lucky and you went to jail, Queen Opp.
So, you know, it's just like we just want to let all the young girls out here that's going through any of those things, we just want to let you guys know that it's not your fault.
And it's not okay.
And it's not okay. Oh, and we did say no. The entire time we were screaming no. We were screaming stop it. We were screaming please don't hurt us. And all I could remember was thinking, like, if he Michelle, this is all my fault because she was the one who came with me to do a job. I would not have been able
crying with no tears. Go ahead, girl. You a fake actor. You would not go to Hollywood, honey.
live with myself if Michelle would have got killed because I wanted to go trick. I would have been so torn inside if that would have happened to her. When he hit Michelle upside her head with the and she fell to the ground, my heart.
You were so happy because the way you're describing what he did to Michelle and she fell to the ground is what you were doing to her without a pum pum. So stop the press, Queen Opp.
Jumped.
And I felt helpless when he took advantage of you too. Like, I just couldn't stand it anymore. I wanted to do something so bad, but he was just so strong. And he had a weapon. Like, all we could do was comply to whatever he was saying to do.
Yes. It is not okay for men to do what they want to women. It is not okay for you to do something if women say no. No means no. This is something that we both have to live with. This is something that we both have to live with. And it's not fair and it's not right. We are emotionally, mentally scarred, bruised from this situation.
For life.
For life. There's nights still to this day. I wake up swinging, crying. No, please don't do that. Please don't hit her with.
Please don't murk Michelle. What about yourself? Why aren't you screaming? Please don't murk Queen Opp. Let's make it make sense.
Please don't. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Anybody out there that this may be happening to, it's not your fault. And the person that's doing this is sick.
Please stop. Women, please. We are not your property. We are not your property. We don't belong to you guys. Just because you see a woman dressed like this, that does not mean take her stuff. That does not mean violate her. That does not mean disrespect her. That does not mean any of those things. Look at her. Look at her. What?
Why?
Look at her. What? Look at her. Yeah, she's ugly and chubby and fat and everything that you say that she is. So, are you saying why would he even think? What was on his mind to even violate Michelle? Is that what you're trying to say? Because now that we know the true Queen Opp, that's what you would have said today, as of September 15th, 2023. Why would he want to take anything from Michelle? Look at what she looks like. I'm the pretty one. She's the ugly duckling.
Why would somebody want to do that to a person?
Like,
You okay, yeah?
just turn the camera off. Just turn it off.
Yes, I just wanted to show you that is definitely some issues with her. Somebody has said on a live that I did today that they heard. I don't really listen to the he sayers. You know, if you can't give me receipts, proof that this is what she's getting, which I could care less. I mean, it would explain the story of her being on SSDI. It would be believable because Queen Opp she has some issues. And the sad thing about it is when a person has issues and they think you're crazy and there's nothing wrong with them. And the way that they live their life, it's okay, but the way you live your life is reckless. And it's just really sad. Like from 3 years ago watching this video and how far she has came along in the wrong direction. I mean, how much more self-destruction is Queen Opp gonna do in the life that she has, which is only one life to live?